This is some 8mm film footage that I took in Vietnam when I was over there in the Mekong Delta, and this is the city entrance to Rock Yaw, which is a nice, pretty fishing village on the Gulf of Siam. I went out there for a couple of months in the spring of '66 to assist Norm Savara, our regularly stationed pilot out there. It was hot, a lot of VC out there in that area. It was a beautiful town. It was on the Gulf of Siam, a little fishing village. I don't know how many people were in it, but it was a decent-sized town. And that's where these movies came from. I'll show you some also of Phu Quoc Island in a minute. But this is the market downtown. We didn't go out of the BOQ too much to clown around, but every now and then we'd go out. And it was pretty secure. Nobody ever got in any trouble I know of. We had a mess hall, which was our house in town that was our staffed by French chefs, which meant Vietnamese that had cooked with the French previously. But this is where they bought all of our food, and it was pretty good stuff. We had good food. More of the market. We'll see some of the fishing junks here in a minute. Well, Mama saw in there washing her face off in that water. I'm not sure how sanitary it is, but I guess you get used to it and it doesn't bother you. At least some of their little sampans, they live on. Or they did then. But it's really a pretty town. You can see the palm trees. And the river coming in from the ocean. Royal palms, I believe those are called. I guess the tide had gone out. He's listing a little to the side. And this was a Vietnamese patrol boat staffed by, also joined by one of our Navy advisors that he'd go out on that thing for, a week at a time or 2 weeks at a time. Bless his heart. I don't believe I want to do that. But those are the Navy guys that were attached at Rockjaw. guard for our BOQ. We lived in a former French mansion. There were 12 of us that lived there, 12 officers. We had a full-time, oops, that's the mess hall, I'm sorry, excuse me. That's the mess hall. This is a BOQ. And there were 12 of us that lived there. We had a full-time houseboy, of course, that worked for us, make the beds and clean up. We also had a full-time barmaid, which I thought was a little excessive. You'd think 12 guys could mix their own drinks. This is our guard asleep at his post. The Vietnamese police wore white uniforms, which is how they got the nickname White Mice. You can imagine how brave they are. But this is our BOQ again. Really a pretty nice layout. And we'd have a party in there every now and then, have a few drinks, bend an elbow. I think there were 3 of us in the bedroom I was in, 3 guys. That's my Navy buddy going in, commander. And he got me in a little, like a 12-foot runabout with a 10-horse motor on, went out in the middle of the Gulf of Siam to meet one of those fishing junks to pick the advisor up and bring him back in. And we must have had 15-foot ground swells. It scared me to death. It was pitch dark, no moon out. We almost got run over by the junk. But anyway, I'm glad I was a pilot. Didn't have to do that regularly. But anyway, that's what you do when you get bored. What the heck.